Okay.
Do it.
And hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 11. This show,
11?
it goes to 11. Yeah.
Oh my
And
god.
this one's
It
going to be
goes to
uploaded
11.
all at once. It goes to 11. It's going to be uploaded all
Wow.
at once. It's not going to be. Wait, hold up. Where is it? Where the hell is it? Oh, yes. Here it is. I knocked over the Gundam. It goes to 11.
Oh
It's
my god.
Spinal Tap. There we go.
Look it goes to 11.
Well, appropriately to start off our this episode with that, because we're talking about two friggin' bands today. The first time we talk about music.
Today, Des is going to be talking about King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard.
Not just King Gizzard. King
Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. And
Yes.
I'm going to be discussing the front bottoms, which is very different from King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard.
In all fairness, though, King Gizzard is very different from King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard.
It really is. That's really fair. Also, change of scenery. I am now in my dorm in college.
Yes.
I moved in yesterday, and as you can see from the bags under my eyes, I keep waking up at like 7 in the morning and then can't get back to sleep, even though I did like backbreaking labor yesterday and only ate food after I moved everything in at like 7 p.m. I ate 2 cheeseburgers after almost fainting in Target like a fucking idiot. And so now I have actual food right here.
Food. Oh,
and
yeah.
It's really pretty. Look at this bitch.
Oh, wow.
I tie-dyed some sheets because I think it's pretty. And
Awesome.
And then this is my closet. Bam.
Oh, there's even tie-dye in there, dude.
Oh yeah, I tie-dyed a lot of clothes, and I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna tie-dye some sheets too.
You look like you're a fan of. You look like you only listen to lo-fi hip hop remixes of the Grateful Dead. Like that's what it looks like.
That sounds
honestly,
really nice.
Honestly,
really
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
not gonna lie, sounds quite good.
I didn't think I was gonna ever be into Grateful Dead, but John Mayer did a fantastic cover of "Fire on the Mountain." And I looked up the original song, and I'm like, this is actually kind of groovy and cool. So anyway, well, starting us off, let's these bands are going to be so weird and big. We kind of have to. So let's portion our show.
Yeah,
off
we need to give ourselves we'll give each other like 10 minutes to go back and forth or whatever, because
totally.
I have 3 pages of meaningful quotes, meaningful lyrics, and I didn't even write all of the lyrics. I wrote the first line of the lyrics, and then I'm going to say the rest of them, so it only was 3 pages on the paper, but it's going to probably be like 8 pages in actuality. But I think we should start with talking about how we found out about these bands.
Totally.
Tell us how you found out about King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard, who introduced it to you, if it was Spotify, credit Spotify.
It wasn't Spotify, actually. So,
wow.
Well, the way that I started listening to them, well, first off, I'll go back to before I even listened to them.
The origin story.
In a time before time. Oh, that's a deep cut. That's a bionicle cut. Wow. Oh, my God. Dude, holy shit. In a time before time. Oh. No, so the so in a time before time, I got really into stoner rock, stoner metal, like doom metal back in college.
Gee, I wonder.
No. So
I wonder why.
And so one thing that is really cool about that is there is a huge overlap between like stoner rock and psychedelic rock. In fact, you could argue that like whatever, like it depends on what word you want to call it. You know what I mean? It's like either, right?
I respect that greatly. They do really feel connected.
No, definitely. Well, my favorite band, and I can pull one of their albums off my shelf. My favorite band, Elder, is actually officially called a heavy psych rock band.
That's cool.
Even though and their first album is it's a very Sabbath-inspired record. Which is doom is just if Sabbath was heavier and smoked more weed, essentially, right? Well, this band called King Gizzard had always been sort of hovering in the periphery around that. And I'd always had a kind of a difficult time getting into them because their stuff can be a little bit out there. You know what I mean? And we're talking about me, so that really says something.
Yeah.
Well, so, I think I might have listened to a few things here or there. I think I might have tried out one of their live performances, which, by the way, are fantastic.
Like you looked up the live performances?
Yeah, there's a really cool radio station called KEXP. If you want some really good psychedelic music, check them out, KEXP. There's another really good. I think they're a French psych rock band called Slift. They're fantastic. Check them out.
What a
too.
great name! Oh my god.
Oh, dude, so good. Check the album art for their new album Uman is it's
Uman.
Uman. It's so good.
Wow.
Well, so then last year, my friend Steve, we're talking. This is back. I was working in the lumber department, and he was the cashier. So we would just when I got slow, we just sort of talk. He's like, you should check out this King Gizzard album, and it's this one right here. This is Nonagon Infinity. This is, I believe, it's their fourth or fifth. I think it's like there's, I don't know. It's one of their middle period albums.
I can look it up if you want.
It's kind of amazing. It's called Nonagon Infinity because it's 9 songs and there's no like hard end to it. They just loop over and over again infinitely.
I love when artists do that.
Dude, each song is like a different. I wouldn't say it's a completely different idea, but they're unique enough to be like, oh, this is different. To be like facets of the titular Nonagon, but they're all similar enough that they keep going and they all do flow very well. And then and this is a really good album. I'll come back to it. But and from there I followed them for the past couple years up until they released I think it's their best album, Infest the Rat's Nest, which you might have heard a little bit of when you came up for my wedding last year because I was playing it in the car a whole lot.
That respect. It says that Infest the Rat's Nest came out in August of 2019, so last year.
Yes.
Within this week, year. And it says that Nonagon Infinity came out on April 2016. So it's their 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8th. It's their 8th album out of
that sounds fair.
9, 10, 11,
15,
12, 13,
15.
14, 15 albums. Wow.
You know how I know that? You know, I know it's 15. It's because on the back of Infest the Rat's Nest, there's a big blood red Roman numeral 15.
Oh, that's tasty.
Oh, cool. So yeah.
Do you have the CD for
I do, but it's in my car. So
but do you have the plastic thing? The outside?
It's in the whole thing's in my car. But yeah.
Rats.
That's Rats. Oh darn it! And
get it.
A couple new singles.
Get it? Infest the Rat's Nest. Rats.
Yeah, you're hilarious, Emma. You should have a podcast. You're so funny.
Thank you.
Okay. Oh, you're doing the little face.
Thank you.
Okay, so Emma, tell me about the front bottoms or the back fronts, whatever you want to call them.
How I found out about the front bottoms.
If
we're being specific.
And
this is a pretty funny story, so strap in because it's very short.
I gotta calm down first. I can't be this
calm
excited.
down, man. Get fucking ready. So I'm in creative writing of sophomore year of high school.
Okay.
And I'm just starting to become friends with Kaylin, who's still one of my friends who I really love her, but she also moved to New York, so I don't really talk to her anymore, but I still really love her.
No, that's fair. We all have friends like that.
Yeah. So if we just chatted, it feels like if we don't talk for months, if we talk again, it still feels like we talked. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
I have a lot
you don't
of
really you don't feel
I have
the
friends
gap.
from college that are like that. No, definitely.
Yeah. So anyways, so I love her. So I was I really wanted to be friends with her, and I was I'm in a music rut. Can you send me some music or whatever? And we were texting. And she was
okay, cool.
She was yeah, sure. You should check out. I was can you send me a list of songs, because I had been going from my what's it called? The weekly, Spotify weekly, Discover Weekly. I had been doing Discover Weekly, so I was used to checking out songs and then what are your favorite songs, and then taking those and then going and finding the albums and the artists and just kind of letting that open a lot of things. And she was you should check out the front bottoms. And I was the front bottoms of what? You didn't send me a list. And she was no, the front bottoms. And I was I didn't get what you sent. It was literally who's on first. And then she said,
no idea.
I could understand the confusion and the frustration coming through on her end. And she was fine. I was just send me the names of the songs. I don't understand. And so she was fine, just twin-size mattress and au revoir. And so I looked them up and I was like, oh, the band is called the Front Bottoms. I'm the stupidest person alive.
You need to read the front
I
bottom
texted
of
her
the
and
album.
I texted her and I said, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize that the Front Bottoms was the name of the band. I thought you were talking about a list because I asked for a list of songs. And I was sure that I had not explained it properly over text. So I told her again in person the next day. I was like, in case you didn't get what I was so confusingly dealing with yesterday and my brain shutting down, I definitely thought you had sent me a list and you were talking about, you should definitely check out these ones on the list. And that's what you meant when you said the front bottoms, like the front bottom ones on the list. And not, the band. I had no idea it was a band. And she was like, oh my God, that's really funny. So we're still friends after that. She doesn't, hate me.
That's how you know that she's your friend.
I do.
You're like,
really
you can't understand. The band is called the Front Bottoms.
I can't understand you. Oh my God. Yeah, it was basically Who's on First. And I felt really bad that I was the one who was instigating the, I do not understand. I literally cannot grasp what you're saying.
I can't understand you.
Oh, also, the title Front Bottoms technically means vagina. So
I knew that, actually. I actually knew that.
It's like one of those weird slang phrase word things for vagina.
No, this is a really deep cut. There's going to be a lot of deep cuts when I start talking more about Gizzard.
Good.
Have you ever seen Your Grammar Sucks? The Jack Douglas YouTube series. Check it out. It's really funny. It's from back before YouTube comments were usually legible and back when they horrible misspellings were a thing. So in one of the episodes he's reading one and the person's like, oh yeah, got me front bum, and then he's like, hold up, ladies, stop. Is that a thing? Do you actually call it that? And then when I heard the front bottoms, I was like, holy shit, I think it actually is a thing. That's insane.
It is a thing. People literally call vaginas front bottoms. And I think that that's terrible. But the Front Bottoms, the band,
call the front bottoms the front bottoms.
They're so good.
Vaginas are called vaginas, damn it.
Yeah. Cool. And also, so now I showed this band to my roommate, Leo. Who's moving in right now.
We'll see her we'll see them in the back just going like, oh, hey guys, bye guys. They'll be the unofficial third co-host of this next to Matt.
Yes. Whenever they get on the show. But so now we listen to the music and stuff together a lot of the time.
Oh
because
yeah,
it means the same stuff to us because we share the same brain anyways. And so this band is just so important to me. But before I go into more, because I have now talked about my piece, Des, it is back over to you. What are the themes? And the main reasons that you love Gizzard?
So the reason why I love them, I first have to divide their career into, I consider it two segments. They are a bit like the Beatles in that regard. They're a really eclectic band.
That's interesting. They
really good.
Also different types of
yes, but also specifically, there is a bit of Indian influence on one of their albums. Their frontman Stu is really into Turkish music, so they actually play microtonal guitars, and the frets are set up in such a way there's this really cool long neck lute that is popular in a lot of Persian.
We love long neck lutes in this house.
Long neck lutes. The guitar is technically a long neck lute, so there you go. Whatever.
The guitar is not long enough.
The bass.
And that's
long.
The T.
That's the T. Anyway, so it's this. It's called the. It has two names: the Balama with a silent G, because it's Turkish. Whatever. And then it's also called the Saz, S-A-Z, and it's got three courses, 6 strings tuned in 3 courses, and they set up their guitars to sound kind of like that. But that happened. I want to say it might have even started with Nonagon, because there is a solo on the first song, Robot Stop, which sounds like it might be a little microtonal. I think I can hear some quarter flats or quarter sharps in there.
Mm-hmm.
But so much like the Beatles, they started off as a really good band, right? They had an EP which I haven't listened to yet called Willoughby's Beach. Their first full length is called 12 Bar Brews as opposed to 12 Bar Blues.
Oh, interesting.
Interesting, yes. And it's just a really solid kind of surf rock.
So when you say that their
album.
early stuff was good, like the Beatles, you mean as though they were like
so
conventionally good and popular?
Yeah, so I mean, like, so it's like how the first 5 Beatles albums before, like, before Revolver and Rubber Soul, they were just really good albums. Yeah. And then they were like, let's just go glacial in it. You know what I mean?
I mean, like, they really were just like, you know what? Fuck it. Like, we don't owe anybody anything at this point. We've made all of these songs. Let's do all of these songs.
Do you know why they made those songs? It's because they stopped touring, so they didn't have to worry about the logistics of performing those songs live.
See, I love that because touring is stupid, and touring I really don't like touring. Like,
I like concerts. I just don't like the concept of touring. You know what I mean?
I like concerts, but I really think, like, artists should just be like, I'm gonna do a concert on this day and not have to worry about an entire 3-month period of time where they're doing concert after concert after concert. It sucks.
No, yeah, but
like, do a couple of events, like.
Oh no, definitely.
Spread it out.
That's why support independent artists, because those guys actually tend to make money off of their. I mean, I don't know how much they make off their music, but like, dude, do it. But anyway, so there's I listened to all their earlier albums, and they are in order. It's 12 Bar Brews, Eyes Like the Sky. Then there is, oh my God, is it Ottomans? I think it is. And then there is, I need to look it up. Hang on a second. You gotta pull up their Bandcamp.
I already have it.
Oh, cool. So yeah. I know what they're called.
12 Bar Brews, Eyes Like the Sky, Float Along, Fill Your Lungs.
Oh, that's okay, yeah.
Oddments, I'm in Your Mind Fuzz.
Yes.
Sorry. Quarters.
Yes.
Paper Mache Dream Balloon. Nonagon Infinity.
So right up to Nonagon, they're a really good band, right? They showed a lot of promise in my mind on Float Along, Fill Your Lungs, which, by the way, that's the first song that you should check out and listen right now.
I'm gonna write it down.
Listen to Float Along, Fill Your Lungs. It's the last song of the album. It's the title track. And that album is so different from the rest of their stuff because they have a lot of jazzy stuff. Quarters is a very jazzy, very Quarters. Very, very, very.
Oh, Quarters will actually pop up in the Front Bottoms commentary.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, Quarters is
not
cool
the band, but the concept of quarters existing.
Well, quarters are important. We like quarters because
they're the coolest coin.
They are the coolest
coin. They're so big, but they're also flat.
They're so the only shiny coin with like collector's editions. Where's collector's editions of friggin' dimes, man?
I love dimes. They're my favorite coin because they're so tiny. They're so cute. They're so tiny and so thin, and they're just
FDR is on the dime, right? Isn't FDR on the dime?
I think he's on the dime, yeah.
Okay. Then, well, again, coolest coin.
FDR is a dime. He's a straight 10.
He is a straight 10, yeah. Well,
he made Social Security.
He did.
It's like the only thing I know about him.
He was the only president in a wheelchair, and he owned it. He
really did. He hid it, like, all of it. That was really impressive. Like, a lot of people knew about it, but didn't, like, out of respect for him and the presidency, just did not talk about it.
Yes.
Like, that's neat.
So,
I respect that respect.
So to answer your question, this conversation. So I like them because they start off, every album is different, right? Yes. You know what I mean? There are some albums, Elder is a good example, where their sound is similar, it does evolve, but it's very consistent, right? But the thing about Gizzard is they actively chase different sounds, right? So you start off 12 Bar Brews, surf rock, acid rock album, right? Eyes Like the Sky. Eyes Like the Sky is a spaghetti western audiobook that they just do
Oh my God.
Oh, that's another one to check out. Check out Eyes Like the Sky, which is the first track off of that. It's got this really big, epic, like western thing. It's about this this half Mexican Apache warrior called Eyes Like the Sky. The story isn't amazing, but the narration and the atmosphere is so thick and good.
It's one of those moments where, like, the story isn't that good, but the fact that it's in an album, you're like, this adds weight and gravity, and I like it more.
Dude, I want them to soundtrack a movie because, like, they can, without
they totally could.
Anything, they have such, like, good musical, like, taste, you know? Like, like because their stuff sounds kind of rough and jaggedy, but like the longer you listen to them and the better their production gets, the more you realize no, they're just amazing songwriters.
Yeah,
And they wanted to sound like this.
they really do.
Then you get to Float Along. Float Along is like, dude, it's like chewing like a stick of gum, a really good stick of gum, like sitting like lying on a picnic blanket in like a really cool clear day, right? It's this really refreshing
Talking about mint gum, right?
mint, of course, the only kind of gum, mint gum.
I don't know. Juicy fruit was really big in my youth.
Juicy fruit is
Juicy
good,
fruit is
but
tasty. I
it is
cannot pinpoint.
No, you know what it is,
fuck
Emma?
that flavor is.
It's juicy.
It's juicy.
Well, so they're going along, and I'm not gonna lie, some of their stuff is good and it's jazzy and it's fun, but it can get a little boring after a while. You know what I mean? Quarters is pretty good, but I would have to listen to it again for it to really reveal itself to me. But so then we float along and fill our lungs until we get to Nonagon Infinity in 2016, which is only about 3 years after they started like making music. Like 3 or 4, maybe 5 years. And this thing starts with a bang. Like the next song for you to listen to after those two would be Robot Stop, which is the first song off of this one. And it's just this propulsive, crazy, cool, explosive album. Like they've got, like it starts off, they have this cool thing they do where at the beginning and end of each track, they repeat Nonagon Infinity opens the door, Nonagon Infinity opens the door. And that's part of like, and they've got this cool riff that they play, which is like,
That's tasty.
It's really good.
It's good.
But there's so many, like, it's like they're 9 permutations of the same basic song. It's really good. Gamma Knife is a really good one too. And so then after Nonagon Infinity, they released that was 2016, and then what happened after that?
After Nonagon Infinity, they released Flying Microtonal
Yes,
Banana.
that's the next one. So,
that's a great name.
So the next year was the biggest year of their career because they released 5 albums in 2017.
They really did.
Yeah, they did.
Oh my God, they really did.
So this was when they really went ham on microtonality and Turkish music in specific. So you start off that year with Flying Microtonal Banana.
In February.
It's a really, really, really good album. It's this
Murder of the Universe in June.
Murder of the Universe is a concept album. It's all about like, it's kind of dense, but it's like the first is there's this being who wants to be altered by this genetically altered beast, and then there's the Lord of the Lightning fights the Balrog, and then there's the universe explodes or whatever. It's a crazy cool album. The vinyl looks really cool because the vinyl it has what's called vomit splatter because it's like this translucent dark green with like bits of yellow flecking. It looks really cool.
I've seen some that look like that, but I've seen it the other way where it's green with flecks of black, and it looks really cool.
Yeah. And then after that, they had Polygon Dwanaland.
No. After that they have Sketches of Brunswick East with Mile High Club,
which was August. That's a jazz album. Then, it's pretty good. But then you get
in
Polygon
November,
Dwanaland.
Polygon Dwanaland.
The concept behind that album is really cool because they don't actually own the rights to it anymore. They released it straight to the public domain. And they were like, this is not our album, it is the fans' album. So we want you guys to get together, start your own record label, press all the records you want.
Fuck it! This is yours!
Dude, and you know what? The fans were like, yeah! So, dude, there are like, I think the number that I heard was there's like 150 editions of Polygon Dwanaland.
Awesome!
Some of them have freaking fluid floating around the record. Like, it's great. And the best part is you can just download the files for free and then press like 50 tapes and sell them or something. Or you
it
can press
says
50
on
tapes
the Wikipedia page, it says free digital download. Like for all of them, it says like formats available for every single one, and it says for that one.
Yeah, I downloaded it for FLAC and I listened to it a bunch. I'm actually glad that I rediscovered it because at first I was going to say that Microtonal Banana was my favorite album of 2017. But honestly,
But then you realized that there were 4 other albums from 2017.
Here's the thing about Polygon Dwanaland, Emma. Polygon Dwanaland is basically just a Tool album, right? Like it's like a Tool concept album, right?
Tool, but
It's
not
about,
problematic.
well, Tool, but not problematic. No, we won't get into that. Well, I mean,
That's another
so
day.
if you look at the cover, I don't know if you can see it, but if you look at the cover, it's got one of the big motif is red, blue, and yellow, right? Those are the main colors of that thing. But there's this thread going through it of like there's another color and there's all these shapes and stuff.
Yeah, it's like a combination of Guitar Hero and
Yeah. Actually.
the arcade games, like the
Yeah, those old like ancient
and
arcade
also
games.
like PC games, like click one of these 3 buttons to choose your next avenue of the adventure.
No, definitely. The one
It really
that you
feels
wanna
like the
check out,
combination of all of
they have a lot of disparate
really
influences
cool and
that they pull
abstract.
together. I like them because you can't really ever tell what the album is explicitly about, but you can tell what the vibe they're going for is. The song off of that one you should check out is Tetrachromacy, which is,
Oh, I love Tetrachromacy. Not the song,
got
but
this,
the concept.
oh, it is really cool. But there's I'll tell you the first 2 lines of the song. I heard a rumor, could be true, about a color under blue. It's really cool, and it's this really like chill sort of like starts off very acoustic with these really weird like odd time signatures, polyrhythms and shit, but like really laid back, and they're singing all softly and stuff. And then you've got like the synthesizers in the back going like wow, wow. It's really good shit. And then to round off the year, yes, Emma.
Oh wait, no, yeah.
Well, then around the year they dropped
Gumboot Soup
Gumboot
in
Soup
December.
it was all the songs they didn't really think fit on the other 4 albums. And it's a pretty cool eclectic mix of stuff. And then after that, they took a year off. Actually, 2018 was also a big year because that's the year that they re-released the first 5 albums of theirs. So I think that would have been Willoughby's up to, was it Mind Fuzz? I think it was Mind Fuzz.
Hold on, let me read it. 12 Bar Brews, Eyes Like the Sky, Float Along, Fill Your Lungs, Oddments, I'm in Your Mind Fuzz.
Yes.
Those are the first 5.
Those 5, yes.
They re-released them as in like they re-recorded them and re-released them?
No, they re-released, so they had been out of print. You couldn't like buy the record.
Oh, okay.
So they put them out again in 2018, and
cool.
that really helped kind of catapult them up. I would argue that part of the reason why I even heard of them was because
of that.
The thing is much like the Beatles went from a really good band to genuinely a fantastic, like great, important band. And that's kind of what happened with Gizzard. Like they hit this thing running and they just sort of kept going from there.
Yeah. And they released 2 albums in 2019,
which are 2 of their best albums to date, which are Fishing for Fishies, which you've listened to, right? Haven't you?
I don't think I have.
I gave it to our dad for Christmas last year.
Yeah, I remember what the album looks like, but I didn't listen to it because I got
You got Lizzo, right? No, Kendrick.
Yeah. You got Mom Lizzo, and I got Kendrick, and so I've been listening to Kendrick in my car.
Oh, yeah. That's the only place to listen to Kendrick, dude.
For real, though. Also because of the constant theme of, please, Kendrick, bring my car back. I gotta go get food stamps.
Yeah.
Like, you know, listening to it in the car, you feel like you're in the right place for it.
You're like, oh, shit, Kendrick, sorry, buddy. I have to go to college. I'll give it to you when I'm done. No, so that brings us to their most recent albums, which are Fishing for Fishies and
Infest the Rat's Nest, released in April and August respectively of
both of them. So Fishing for Fishies, it's a cool, chill, really relaxing boogie blues rock album, right? It's really
that sounds nice.
I recommend off of that one. You want to listen? You don't want to listen to it. You need to watch the music video for Psy Boogie later in the show, and I need to watch your reaction to it.
Fishing for Fishies?
No, for Psy Boogie.
No, but I mean in Fishing.
Yes,
for
in
Fishies?
Fishing for Fishies.
Okay.
Yes, it's a wonderful music video. Well, then out of nowhere, they released Infest the Rat's Nest.
Yay! Also, first of all,
Infest the Rat's Nest, by the way, is a fucking 80s thrash metal album.
That's great.
Like 6 months after the chill boogie blues album and the experimental friggin' microtonal era, they released a thrash album. And I'm like, give it to me, all of it. Yes, Emma.
I'm sorry. I was trying to. I had a thought, and I was trying to get it back by starting to talk.
We
It's like that
thought
moment with
Infest the
Michael
Rat's
Scott
Nest.
where he's like, sometimes I'll just start a sentence, and I don't even know where it's going.
Where it's going.
I just hope I find it along the way. So, yes, what I meant to say was, I think that it's very interesting that the title is Infest the Rat's Nest. Because you typically think of Rat's Nest as an infestation.
Yeah, definitely.
And you're thinking about who's infesting the rat's nest. Like,
That's a good question, yeah.
What is the thing that rats consider an infestation? And it's also just
I would argue probably the rich, because it's a very like anti-rich, pro-environmental justice album.
You fucking right. We hate the rich.
It's also a sci-fi album, so that's
good.
Really
Yeah. Okay, but
you
no.
Want to hear people dying from the sun because they reached perihelion and boiled to death. It's a really good album.
Also, I think it's really important how important rats have become in our generation, in this time period. People are constantly taking pictures of their pet rats and uploading them onto the various social medias, and everybody's like, wow, that thing is adorable. That is the cutest rat I've ever seen.
Don't get it, okay? Rats
are great.
Rodents in general are like the cutest type of animal.
But I'm more biased towards rats than mice, personally, because that's like a me thing, because rats are a little bigger.
Mice are kind of stinky, too. Like
mice are not stinky. Rats are pretty stinky, but like that's because
all rodents are stinky because I think they have like scents that they give off or whatever. So you know how it is. So in order to summarize an answer to a question, I like them. Like they've been releasing new singles for whatever the hell they're going to be doing next, and the reason I always click on them is because I don't know. I know I'm going to like it, but I don't know what it's going to be. And
it's gonna always be new.
That excitement is like, ooh,
awesome. I love.
There aren't a lot of bands that are like, wow, what are they gonna do next? Well, around the time that Infest the Rat's Nest came out, people were like, dude, when's the Gizzard Trap album coming out? Like, the crazy thing is, I completely believe they would do it one day.
Yeah, you can believe that they would do trap, or that they would do rap.
I want a great Australian rapper to team up with Gizzard and just make some weird acid rock.
That would be beautiful.
Oh, it would be. They could do it too. They're a really good band.
Team up with Cardi B. Rap, but like Gizzard style.
And then the last two songs you got to check out are Mars for the Rich, which is the grooviest of all the songs on Infest the Rat's Nest.
That's awesome. Because also Mars will become for the rich. I love that people are actually acknowledging that, like, if Elon Musk is legitimately going to like colonize Mars with SpaceX, and if he's going to be selling tickets and it's not going to be like a NASA thing anymore, it's going to be for the rich, and the rich are going to abandon all of us, even though they destroyed this planet.
I've seen Elysium. It wasn't a very good movie, but I've seen Elysium.
The plot line holds up.
Definitely, yeah. I would. Infest the Rat's Nest is the version of Elysium that we fucking should have gotten. I'm pissed off about it. Well, it's kind of like how
Wait, you said Mars for the Rich in the other song.
And then I believe it's called Some of Us. That's the single they just released. They have a really creepy, weird, like I think they filmed it with like heat vision, the music video. It's like them pouring water over their heads and making weird faces. And all you can see is like their eyes and their mouths, and
that's so cool.
And it ends with this really cool, like Turkish kind of jazzy, kind of microtonal jam thing at the end. It's really good.
Awesome.
So yeah, like honestly, there is something for everybody in Gizzard. And if you propulsive, groovy surf rock, it runs throughout all their stuff.
I love groovy surf rock.
Groovy surf rock is great. Oh my god, dude.
I feel like surf rock is just not. It's like underappreciated. You know, I feel like it's really appreciated in our society, but it's underappreciated.
I agree. Well, the most people really get into it is like the theme for Pulp Fiction, Miserlou, which is a Dick Dale song.
It's a good song, but it's not the only one.
Well, yeah.
No, open your eyes.
There is a lot of cool surf rock. Open your mind. That's the theme for King Gizzard, isn't it? Open your mind.
Open your mind.
That's what we do. Also, you might want to
take it. Are they Australian?
Oh, yeah, they're Australian. Oh, okay, cool. Here's the thing. Another fun fact. They're an Australian psychedelic rock band. You know who else is technically an Australian psychedelic rock band? Tame Impala.
Oh, that's true.
Seriously, yeah.
They really are.
Imagine like a less band. Like
You're right.
Like a less poppy, I guess, less synthy version of Tame Impala with more crust punk and thrash metal, and that's King Gizzard the Lizard Wizard.
I love that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh my
So
god.
yeah. So Emma, why do you like the
Okay.
Front Bottoms?
Well, the Front Bottoms, they're not from Australia. They are from New Jersey. And they
Well, I okay, yeah, that makes sense.
and I think that that's really the basis of the band. They're from New Jersey. What more do I need to say?
They're from New
Episode
Jersey.
No,
Okay,
so
bye guys. That's been
so
the
they have
Yeah.
they have I'm really realizing more and more how sleep deprived I am. So I may not make a total amount of sense, but I really am here for this. Okay.
No,
so,
I get it, dude. Be here for this
Okay,
is your
so
band. So you be there for the band, man.
I have seen them live, and
I
it was a
wish I could
great
see them live.
experience. Bad Bad Hats opened for them, and then Basement.
That's you played
opened for
me a
them.
little bit of Bad
I
Bad Hats.
love the Bad Bad Hats. They are
They're
so
really good. Ironically, the Bad Bad Hats really good.
Really good, really good.
Yeah.
That's 2 bads, 1 hat, singular.
Yeah.
So and then Basement opened for them. So when the Bad Bad Hats were playing, we were all just kind of standing there and like gently rocking out. And then when Basement started playing, before the Front Bottoms got there, like mosh pits were opening up, but then like the entire fucking we were inside of a building. It's the Orlando House of Blues. So there's like a sort of a balcony up here, and then there's the floor. Everybody was moshing. There was no escape, and I did not want to be in the mosh. And my shoes, I did not wear the right shoes for moshing, so I got like my toes broken basically.
Yeah.
I got stepped on so hard, and like I was not also prepared to mosh. I didn't think that the Front Bottoms, the Depression band, would be a moshing type of band. If I had, I would have asked Carrie for some pointers. And so I started understanding as time went on that when people shove you, you need to shove them back really hard.
Yes, that's what you do.
That's how moshing works. That's how you stay standing up. That's the point. So I started doing that.
That's how we were when we went to go see Cannibal Corpse both of those times.
Yep.
It was moshing. We were just like, push back.
Push back. Okay, so anyways, so the themes that I've written. Also there's this one part of one of the songs where he goes, I'll move to Florida. And
no, you won't. Don't move to Florida.
No, but they sang it. I say he because the main singer, Brian Sella, is like more of the personality than any of the rest of the band. There's only like one other member of the band who's like been with him through the whole time, and the rest they kind of interchange people. So it's mainly cool, Brian and the other guy, but it's really nice. Anyway, so when he was singing the song in concert, we all forgot that line was coming, as did he, and he was like, I'll move to Florida, and everybody was like, ah! We were all like, fuck it!
That's wonderful.
It got
I love
really
that.
loud all of a sudden. It was
I'll move to Florida.
It's like, I'll move to Florida. It was really fun.
Oh, I meant to do that, guys. I totally meant to do that.
Okay, anyways. So the themes that I have written down: depression, dealing with shitty situations, dealing with people whose personality traits make them toxic, longing, loss of innocence / adultification, chasing love, and losing yourself, dog, and honesty. There is one song called Ginger, and it's about this dog named Ginger, and it's very good, and it's about a dog, and it's great.
Because it's about a dog, dude.
It's about a dog. And so some of the song topics that I have written down are the topics, some of the topics are, and there are trigger warnings in here.
Okay.
Police brutality, male sexual assault, abortion, running away from home after coming out, missing when times were simpler, crying, depressive episodes, paternal abuse, chasing love, and losing yourself.
I was gonna say the first ones don't really have much for me, but the whole remembering when the world was better, crying episodes. I was like, okay, no, I get that. Yeah, that's me.
So like, and like when I say that the songs are about like, these topics, they're vague in a way that you feel like they could apply to you, even though you know that thing hasn't happened to you.
No, totally.
And that's the really cool thing about their music is that, the music is really simple. And the lyrics are also simple, but they're simple in a very poignant way. And they're always very, like, strong. And they always really grip
Yeah,
you.
totally.
Even in the weak songs, like in the, like, I don't know, the 4 weak songs that there are, there's probably still at least one line that you can, like, you know, make into an artsy indie, like, disassociative type of, like, poster for Redbubble, you know, like, and I have. And
Okay. I was gonna be like, and you have, right?
yeah, of course I have.
Sure, cool.
My Redbubble is Fern Doja. Check me out. I also have a ton of Pride flags that you can buy on literally anything.
Totally.
So that's cool. But yeah, and so I have less to say about the music that, like, you were talking about the music specifically about King Gizzard.
That's
because
the thing about us too. Quick
yes.
interjection. One thing that I think is going to be cool about this episode is I'm a guitarist.
Yes,
I play
so you
guitar. I dabble in
actually
bass.
understand.
So I always analyze the stuff from the music first and foremost.
Yes.
And sometimes the lyrics really stick out to me, especially if it's like a folk song or something.
But I'm more of a writer, and so I really
Yeah.
think about the words and the delivery and, like, the speaking.
I'm
of
excited
those and
for
the
like
timing.
how we both
It's
interpret
really good.
each other's
I like that you're saying, like,
songs.
I'm excited and I'm looking forward to this. We're doing it right now, Des.
Well, I know, but like we're not actually listening to the music right now. Like when we get to that part of the show, I'm gonna be like, ooh, okay.
Okay. So in one I'm gonna go into the lyrics now, but I'm not gonna do all of them or anything. I'm just gonna start.
Yeah, just do what you can.
In the song Joni, he at one point says, I finally am what I am, a fucking bag of bags. And then the chorus goes, bag of bags, that's all I am, I'm just a bag of bags, bag of bags. It's great. Oh, also, I forgot to mention, the music is really good, and the singing is kind of bad, but that makes it great. Because
that's a lot of indie bands. I can
you're
vibe
not
with
really
that.
focused on singing well when you're singing along. You're focused on feeling it. It's like you're talking, but like in a singing way. So like, you know, that's one of the things that Leo always says is like, I'm so glad that the From Bottom's music isn't like good in a way that like I don't have to feel bad about singing horribly when I want to sing along.
There's a couple other songs like that. Like the Mountain Goats, like
Mountain Goats, dude.
Yeah, the Mountain Goats.
Literally, the Front Bottoms and Modern Baseball both covered the song called Palm Quarter Yajna by the Mountain Goats.
I have to check that out.
It's awesome. I will recommend it again later, but it is very good.
Definitely.
And the lyrics from that song are also insane.
The Mountain Goats, I listened to two of their songs. I listened to This Year and Up the Wolves. And This Year is still one of my favorite songs, but Up the Wolves is also fantastic.
Oh, I forgot to mention, I have heard I'm Sleeping In by King Gizzard. That's what I was going to mention at one point. I'm Sleeping In.
Let me look that one up. Hang on a second.
Yeah, it's probably from one of the earlier ones because it sounds kind of like... I heard it on a...
must be.
I heard it on a Spotify thing at one point.
Sleeping In.
It kind of really reminded me of Portugal the Man, that song.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. That's actually from Gumboot Soup. That was one of the
cool.
That was like the last one.
That's cool.
That's cool. For 2017. Cool.
Good for them having a song called "I'm Sleeping In" after writing 5 albums. Good God.
Year, dude.
In a year.
In a year, yeah.
Okay, but
well, yeah. So back to
yes, back to the lyrics. Going back to the song that's about paternal abuse. They have a song called "Father" on their album "The Front Bottoms."
Which we love. King Gizzard, self-titled. Come on.
They only have a couple of albums. Their first album, they have the albums The Front Bottoms, Talon of the Hawk, the Rose EP, let's see, what else? Back on Top.
So Talon of the Hawk
Gray
kind of reminds me of the first song. Okay, sorry, no, you.
Going Gray. Everyone Blooms. They're kind of coming out with new stuff now, so I haven't been like thinking in terms of albums, but the Anne EP, that's what it's called. There's a Rose EP and then the Anne EP, Anne,
okay.
Like ANNE or
Roseanne
EP.
Roseanne.
So in the song called Father, on their album, The Front Bottoms. The lyrics start off with, I have this dream that I am hitting my dad with a baseball bat, and he is screaming and crying for help. And maybe halfway through it has more to do with me killing him than it ever did protecting myself. So you can tell how, like, that shit is, like, wow.
That's poetic, dude. I like that.
Yeah, a lot of their stuff is, like, it's very simply done, but that rhymes, and so you're like, my mind is blown. You're like, how'd you make that rhyme?
Oh, dude. That kind of reminds me of, there's this really, really heavy, and I don't mean heavy as in, like, the album. I was going to say, the Talent of the Hawk kind of reminds me of the first track on the Conan album, Blood Eagle, which is called Crown of Talons, which is, that song
I can assure you that Talon of the Hawk has nothing to do with, like, Blood Eagle stuff.
No, of course not.
It's like...
So anyway, there's this really heavy album by this guy called Phil Elverum. I forget. His stage name is Mount Erie. It's called A Crow Looked at Me, and it's all about the process of losing his wife to cancer. And his, you can tell even now it still really affects him because all the albums he's released since are about losing his wife to cancer. And
dude, losing anybody to cancer would affect you like that, like, for
real.
No,
but like, I mean, I listened to it because I wanted to know what it was like. It's a really difficult album to listen to.
Yeah.
But it's also, like, really, like, he's, like, speaking a lot of this stuff because, of course, it's hard for him to emote at that time.
Yeah.
But I can kind of see that. Like, that's sort of, like, more, like, rhythmic, lyrical, spoken word poetry.
Yeah. It really feels very good. And, like, it's more singing than I'm doing. Like, I'm not mimicking it perfectly because I don't really want to sing.
No,
I'm just talking out the lyrics. But, yeah, they do, like, a mixture of talking and, like, singing and stuff, and it's just really nice, you know?
No, okay. 100%.
The next one is from the song called Bathtub, and the lyrics are, I am washing my hair with soap. I am sitting down in the shower. It is this dirty type of clean that keeps me trapped in here for hours. Still I scrub and scrub till my body bleeds. Convince myself I am coming clean. Forget and ignore who I used to be. That kid is never coming back. Relax my muscles. All of a sudden I am scared. All of a sudden I can't breathe. All of a sudden I am nothing. In this moment, you were everything. So
I didn't think that the Depression Band would be darker than the album where everybody burns to death and then goes to hell. But shit, wow.
It was really dark.
No,
it was
it's
only
really dark.
One of their songs. And okay, the next one is from, I don't remember what the song is, but I will remember that summer as the summer I was taking steroids, 'cause you liked a man with muscles and I liked you.
I remember that summer too. That was a crazy.
No, but that's summer. Like that goes back in.
No,
with
yeah,
the,
totally.
Songs about chasing love and losing yourself.
Yeah, I can see that. No.
Oh, and then there's the one song called "Hooped Earrings," which is the one that I had said before. Running away from home after coming out, he was helping his friend who had just come out to her mom as a lesbian, and he had to cut her hair or something before she left, and he said, and you've got to do this now or you can never come home again. And it was really sad.
Oh no, that is sad.
And then but one of their newer songs is called Everyone Blooms, and the chorus is, everyone blooms in their own time.
Yes.
Some far ahead, some far behind. So wherever you are, don't worry, you're gonna be fine, fine, fine. Everyone blooms in their own time. It's just
I didn't know that I was going to get a concert. I'm really excited. This is great.
It's really,
dude,
really
this is like
lovely.
The first live entertainment I've had in maybe 5 or 6 months, dude.
I know. I went to Publix today because I needed food. And
of course, obviously.
Wow. I actually left my living arrangements. I left them to go to a public place with people.
I know, it's crazy.
I haven't done that in a very long time.
I wish that we were in the same position. Oh my God.
And then they have another song called Vacation Town, which the video is very good. It makes me feel lots of happy things, which we should watch. But it's called Vacation Town, and it's on their album Going Gray, and it was released as a single before the album was released, and it's really good. And a lot of people didn't really like Going Gray when it first came out because it was kind of really different from what they were doing. You know, it was more, it was even more depressed. It was even more depressed. It was, literally it says Going Gray is the
a darker out. Yeah, totally.
And it's literally a physically darker album. You know, it's just kind of sadder, but they also used a lot more techno type of stuff. And a lot of people were like, blah, blah, blah. I really liked the album. I thought it was really good. And it was a beautiful experience in concert, personally.
No, I can see that.
To experience like more, it like they really, they had like waves of music, like it was kind of coming in and out, you know, like, and so being there physically experiencing that was really cool, I have to say. It was very good concert experience.
Because if you got a good sound system at a venue, like you're gonna have like, because the thing about the speakers is like those are physical waves of air hitting you.
Literally,
they're gonna hit you with the air, and it's gonna be like, it's in my heart.
Waves.
It's in my heart next to all the cholesterol.
And so the song Vacation Town, the chorus is, the song starts with, I wanna be that comfortable place where you write and read, watch TV, or deeply breathe. And then the chorus is, I miss the hours in the morning and you in the morning hours. I miss walking naked through the backyard to get to the outdoor showers. I miss the way things used to be. I miss the way things used to be. It's okay, no one's around. I'm off season, vacation town. Do, 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 do.
This is groovy as shit.
Yeah.
All right, so hang on.
It speeds up and
we got to start assembling these playlists. So hold up.
I know.
Vacation Town.
Oh, also speaking of playlists, I made a playlist the other day called Brain, and then I had the equal sign, but it's like the unequal sign on, meaning like my brain is off, and it's my depression playlist now. Bless you. By which I mean it is all of the songs that I feel are talking about depression, mental illness, or not being okay.
Yeah.
Not that it's a playlist to listen to when you are depressed. Just those are and it's 9 hours long. So that's cool. And it's
that's
like
how
literally
every hour feels when you're depressed. So it makes
every single song of the Front Bottoms is on there, which is one of the reasons why it's like 9 hours long. I'm serious.
I believe it. If I ever, what I think will happen is one day I will glance at a tablet of acid, and then I will get really, really stoned just by glancing at that tablet of acid because I'm such a lightweight. And then I'll be like, oh, I need a whole playlist for this, and I'll just add.
Yeah. Oh, I have a playlist for when I'm high, and it's great.
But I'll be so high that I'll look, and later I'll be like, wait, this is just All Star over and over again.
Oh my God, that would be a great experience. 30
songs by King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard that will make you say, wait a minute, this is just All Star by Smash Mouth over and over again.
Oh my God. Okay.
I need to briefly detour on this show.
A detour.
That reminds me, there was this one time when my friend at the radio station at UT, Casey, he was doing an April Fool's episode. And so what it was he kept announcing all these songs, but the only song that he played was Land Down Under by Men at Work. He would just announce it as a different song every single time. And then it would just be...
He should have done Never Gonna Give You Up. That would have been great. Well, then anybody could have said to their friend, hey, you should play the radio. It's really nice today. And then they could get their friend. That would have been great.
They could Rickroll their friend. Oh my God.
They could Rickroll their friend. He could have literally... failed up.
I will say, I
That
love
sounds really cool. That's really
I love Land Down Under a lot, so I'm fine
That's
with it.
a really good song.
It is,
I
dude.
would not mind listening to it all
Colin
day.
Hay is an astoundingly good musician.
Honestly, it's
I don't think he's Australian, which is really disappointing. I'm like,
it's like the moment in How I Met Your Mother when they're talking about like, God, I can't believe 500 miles is stuck in the cassette player of this car. We're on like an 8-hour journey.
Forward, and
No. But then they're like, and Marshall is like, don't worry, it'll come back around. And Ted's like, what? Yeah. And then it cuts, and they're like, 1,000 miles. Da, da, da. Oh my God, it's so good.
That's my favorite running gag in the whole show.
It's really good.
It's so good.
That is the only running gag that matters. That really matters.
I love.
Also, I was eating a sandwich instead of smoking a joint. That's a good running joke too.
That's fair. Yeah, eating a sandwich. Sandwiches. We're eating sandwiches. No, yeah. So anyway, we need to get to the music listening portion of this here podcast.
No,
okay, sorry,
I'm not done with the lyrics.
Okay. I might just be really excited to get a new band to listen to, but you do your thing.
Okay.
You do you, Coco.
I'm gonna, instead of playing my music to the thing, I'm going to say the lyrics.
Cool. Okay.
So that will save time. Also, sure. The song Twin Size Mattress is amazing. And yes. I'm going to say some of the lyrics right now. Okay, so it's starts with, this is for the lions living in the wiry, broke down frames of my friends' bodies. When the floodwater comes, it ain't gonna be clear. It's gonna look like mud. And I will help you swim. I will help you swim. I'm gonna help you swim.
Is that the front bottoms, or is
this
that
is for the
I
lake.
Can't tell. It's
this is for the snakes and the people they bite, for the friends I've made, snakes. For the sleepless nights, for the warning signs I've completely ignored. There's an amount to take, reasons to take more. There's no big surprise. There's no big surprise.
The big surprise is
that you turned out this way. No big surprise, you turned out this way when they close your eyes and pray to a change and stop by my house the night you were away. Stop by my house. The night you escaped with tears in my eyes, I begged you to stay. You said, hey man, I love you, but no fucking way. I'm sure that we could find some things for you to do on stage. Maybe shake a tambourine, or when I sing, you sing harmonies.
That sounds. That's good. Hang on, I want to listen to.
Wait, no, I didn't even get to the real lyrics of the song yet.
The real lyrics. Were those the fake lyrics? Damn it!
Are you ready?
Okay, cool.
This is for the lake that me and my friends swim in, naked and drunk on a drunken night, and it should have felt good, but I can hear the Jaws theme song on repeat in the back of my mind. Make sure you kiss your knuckles before you punch me in the face. And then, so like the bridge or whatever, I don't know what it's called, but like the last part of it is like, she says, I'm cursed forever to sleep on a twin-size mattress in somebody's attic or basement my whole life, never graduating up in size to add another, and my nightmares will have nightmares every night. That was one song.
Damn, that was one song. That was one song, guys. Yep. Oh my god. Okay.
There's this one line that's like, whenever I'm alone or feeling lonely, I pretend I can play the drums inside my head, and I am good. I love these songs. I love my songs. Which is just really sad because it kind of gives you the impression that he doesn't like what he does.
Yeah. I like, oh god, no. Although any job is going to feel like that, unfortunately. It doesn't matter if you like it. You're going to be like, I kind of wish I could just stay at home and play video games all day. Or anything else.
One of their other songs is called Bay, and the lyrics are, when you realize the crew you roll with is actually Do-do-do-do. What makes you anxious?
Okay. Can we please start listening to songs
fine.
simultaneously? Okay, so
Fine.
did you jot down any of the stuff that I was telling you about? The songs to listen
Yes.
to?
I wrote
Cool.
all of those down.
Cool. So I'm gonna just hop through
Yes.
front
You
bottom
said float
songs here.
along and fill your lungs.
Yeah, float
Float along,
along.
fill your lungs as a song to listen to.
Yes. You don't have to listen to the whole thing. It's 6 minutes long.
Okay.
But you can listen to as much of it as you want to.
Okay.
I'm not your mom, man. I'm not gonna tell you what to friggin' do.
Nobody's my dad. I have a sticker on the back of my car that says New College Dad. I'm my own dad. My own parent. My hair is so long.
Oh, dude, you are not kidding about the guy's voice.
No, I'm not. Are you listening to the front bottoms?
I'm listening to Vacation Town.
Oh,
Yeah.
That video is just great. Does his voice not sound exactly like how I was doing it?
Basically, yeah.
Thank you.
See, here's what I like too, right? They did this thing with the music where like he starts strumming and it almost sounds a little bit like Everlong. You expect that like the drums are gonna be that propulsive, but like
They kind
then
of
the
like
drums
stop.
start out. Yeah, but then it starts and like there's like 5 or 6 different tempos to the drums. So it's like, oh wow, I don't even know what the hell's going on.
Yeah, it's really hard
This
to
is-
follow.
This is really cool.
Yeah.
I really appreciate this.
And the video is really neat because it's like this guy attached at the back to this other guy, but they're kind of loosely attached, so you don't understand if they are actually conjoined twins or if it's just this guy lugging around the person he wants to be.
That's what I think
Because
it is.
through the video, you know, the guy is like bored and boring and wearing like a suit and going to be an accountant or something, and then the guy who's stuck onto his back is wearing like a Hawaiian shirt and a straw hat and is ripping the bong at work with
And then
the
this
main
guy,
guy.
friggin' Dave
He
Matthews looking
quits.
guy just shows up.
He quits and says, fuck it, I'm out of here.
You know what this? Okay, hold up. Do you know what the guy, like the boring guy, looks like? He looks like bargain brand Kevin Bacon. Like he really does a little bit.
I agree, a little bit. But then, like, you know, at the end of the video, like in one of the really like the nice moments, like the waving of like Vacation Town, like the song, when he quits, he hops on the bike with his alternate personality, and the alternate personality is driving them home, and the I don't know, left brain, right brain, I'm just gonna call him that. Left brain is like sitting on the back now of the bike and is wearing the hat and experiencing the joy of vacation, and it's just really pretty. It just fills me with love.
I commented on the video. I'm gonna tell my kids this was Fight Club.
Basically.
Like, oh, basically, yeah.
Basically.
Though a little bit less violent.
Oh, I have something very important.
This is like jangly and like very, very loose and very, very cool.
Yes.
I like this a lot.
Okay, hold on. Hit
Sure.
Pause.
Bam.
Okay, you ready?
Paused. Sure.
Okay, so listen to what's about to happen. I'm going to play one of their songs. It's called Peace Sign. And the chorus is peace sign, middle finger. So the next time that she sees him, it'll be peace sign, middle finger. So it starts off with this. Okay, so it starts off with that.
Okay.
And so when I was getting ready to go to the concert, I was really excited, and I was like hovering on their Instagram, and I just like was like watching every video because I was like, that's gonna be me soon.
Oh, wow.
And so I'm just scrolling through their Instagram to find it because I have it saved, but I can never find it when I go into the saved option. Sorry, it's taking me a second. But so they were in Detroit, and they were in Detroit, and they were also, here's a picture of the main singer eating a chicken wing before or after a show or something.
incredibly appropriate.
So they were in Detroit, and before they started playing Peace Sign, they were playing Peace Sign, but this is how they started it. It's Lose Yourself by Eminem. No, but listen.
Dude. Oh,
They did that with us. But they
great.
didn't do it with Lose Yourself. They did it with When You Wish Upon a Star because we were in Disney Springs.
That's awesome.
And I literally had like an out-of-body experience. It was so beautiful. I almost like broke down crying. It was so beautiful.
Oh my God.
Like my body was just like, oh, that was amazing. I got like.
That kind of reminds me of like I watch a lot of guitarists do that too. Like they'll just kind of noodle on their guitar for a bit.
Yeah, and they'll go from like one song to another, and it just.
There's this really good Jeff Buckley song called Dream Brother. It's the last song off of his to date only non-posthumous full-length album Grace, which is and there's a live version of it where he's doing this like solo like vocal thing, and he's kind of strumming on like these on these chords. He's just going and going and going and wailing, and then he just sort of like goes down. Then he starts playing the song, and then people are like, "Oh, is he?" And then the rest of the band joins, and people just start losing it. They're like, "Oh, he's playing the friggin' song!" Yes.
Oh my God.
All right. Anyway, let me pull up my damn phone so that I can show you some gears.
One of the coolest lines from that song, Ginger, about the dog is everything's a cavity. Do, 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 do. The last few months especially. But then like later in the song he says the last few years especially. Like at the end of the song.
Time's been going by.
It's like, you're so right.
I know, yeah.
Oh my God.
But I get it because like it's vague, but like there's a really good poem by Sarah Kay, Kay, and called Forest Fires, which really vibe with me a whole lot because it's about, tell me if this sounds familiar, it's about a national tragedy happening at the same time as a deeply personal tragedy that's difficult to really express. Tell me if that sounds familiar.
I don't know anything about what that would feel like.
So it's specifically about like her grandmother nearing the end of her life, and her dad trying to cope with it by like buying stuff off of the QVC, while she's reminiscing about like standing barefoot in this forest, which will be on fire in a few days. And
because of the California wildfires.
And it's and this was written back in friggin' there's a line in it which I love. It's the flames paint the evening news a different shade of orange. But here's the thing, it was written back in like the mid 2000s, so I'm like that aged so fucking well.
That really did.
But I appreciate the kind of lyric writing because the individual people's scenarios are often really disparate, but the feelings that those scenarios evoke are really universal.
That's one of the things. That's why I really like the front bottoms, and that's one of the reasons why Leo and I like them so much together, is because it really feels like we can experience and emote about our experiences through these songs.
Oh,
like
definitely.
It's really easy. They have one of their songs is called Today Is Not Real. And one of the lyrics is, in a half hour, I'll be fine, but for the next 29 minutes, are going to flow like concrete.
Yeah.
And it's like, you can tell that that's like waiting for test results, waiting for a phone call, waiting for a doctor's appointment, waiting for somebody to get out of work. Wait, like, I don't know what it is, but it's waiting, and I fucking hate that,
Waiting sucks, and I don't like it.
And the song is literally called Today Is Not Real.
It's interesting because like talking about this, it kind of highlights like I feel like I always sort of interface with the world from like the back, from like zooming out. And
Yeah.
that's why when I write fiction in a very like large scale kind of way.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things. I tend to like really big bands that sound huge because I can sit underneath them and watch them do their thing.
Yeah.
There's only a few albums that I have. I think one really good one. I think this one I love a lot. This is the one that has that song that Jess always cries when she listens to. It's The Flat Earth by Thomas Dolby.
Does she cry because she knows that the Earth is round and it's sad that people think that the Earth is flat?
Yes, that's why.
That's exactly why.
Yeah, it's a really, really good song. It's one of my favorite songs, actually. I learned how to play it on bass.
Yay!
So here it is. Float on, fill your lungs.
I'm going to try.
See, isn't it just like big and
it feels like the Beatles.
There. I love this little like electric sitar riff here.
Oh, this is nice.
This is really nice, I know. I remember getting to the end of this song, like this album, and hearing the song and going, this is the one. This is the best, one of their best songs ever. Oh my god.
Really good. It does have like, yeah. It really feels like a lot like some of the Beatles songs that are.
It's
almost
really
like, you know, it's like edging on Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds and
yeah,
like,
actually, I just
you know what I
agree
mean?
totally, yeah.
Or like A Day in the Life. You know, like one of those really hyper specific songs. Oh my god, this really sounds like the Beatles. This is scary.
It's just so like nice.
So nice.
Chill.
Oh my god. Bro, what the heck? I love that.
It's so good. Like you listen to it and you're just like, it just feels refreshing, you know?
I agree. It does.
Yeah.
It feels really nice.
It's like, it feels very cool and airy.
Is that the one that you were talking about with the mint gum? Was that this one or was that another one?
Lying out on a picnic blanket during
really
a cool
does.
breeze, chewing some gum, you know, maybe you're with your partner, you're just having just a really slow, calm day.
It sounds like Dear Prudence.
Yeah, Dear Prudence.
It's got the same, like, raising you out into the sky as that moment when they sing Dear Prudence in Across the Universe.
As much as people love Dear Prudence, I still think it's underrated. It's such a subtly written song. I love it so much.
It really is. I have to agree with you there.
Yeah, so
there's a lot of Beatles songs that
you might also enjoy the cover to Float On, Fill Your Lungs.
Oh, I was just looking at it. It is pretty, and it comes off as...
Oh, it's so nice. I love it. And then, so play me another song, and I'll get you another song.
Okay.
By the Giz Kids.
Well, let me find some lyrics. They have another song called Swimming Pool, and the lyrics are, there's comfort in the bottom of the swimming pool. I'm holding my breath for you. There's no doubt in my mind that if you could, then you would try. Crack my rib cage open and pull my heart right through. It's just really nice. I'm a creature.
That is really nice.
Of a culture that I create. It's just really nice. You know, it's literally like the song that you would think of hearing at the bottom of a swimming pool. Like when you're laying down at the bottom of a swimming pool looking up and you kind of feel sad and you feel the weight of the water on you and you have to let your air out so that you don't float to the top of the pool. Like, you really feel like pressed. You know, you just feel like, you know, like when you're under a weighted blanket, you just feel that way. You're a little bit depressed, but you're mainly just like experiencing. Thank you.
So now I take Adderall.
Well, I forgot about that line. I got diagnosed with cool kid syndrome. Now I take Adderall.
There's two kinds of people. People who can do his little head circle thing. People who can't. And unfortunately, I can't. I can't do it.
What, like this thing?
Yeah, that thing. Yeah, I don't know. I can't do it. Maybe that's a skill, dude. What else do I have for you? I've got. Okay. Let me where the hell is it?
There's also a lyric that's, sometimes you get sad when we're together because you're not sure if you'll miss me when I'm gone. Just try to appreciate what you got when you got it. So if it ever slips away, you can say you enjoyed it while it lasted.
I love it.
It's really nice. It's really nice.
I love it.
Really nice.
So remember how, so that was a really floaty, cool, nice little song.
It was beautiful.
Okay, this is the first King Gizzard song I ever listened to.
Okay. Okay, what song is this?
This is Robot Stop. Hang on.
Oh, God.
Robot Stop.
This song is amazing.
I know, it's so good.
This song fucks, man.
It's so good. I know.
There's only sometimes when you can think of, like, you know, when, like, the compliment that you can give something when you're like, this thing fucks. It's like, instead of sucks, it's good. This song fucks. I'm serious. I've never found another, like, thing to say that about, but Robot Stop fucks.
It's such a good song. I love it. It's so good.
That shit is tasty.
Wow. It's really good. And then
God.
let me skip.
Oh my God.
Oh, by the way, there's also
friggin'
there's also what's it called? They also play harmonica a lot, which is great.
That's so good.
This is the microphone guitar solo. Hang on.
Yes.
Right? It friggin' slaps. It's so hard.
This shit is tasty.
I'll skip to another one on the album.
Give me another song.
Gamma Knife.
Gamma Knife.
You know a song is good when their main riff is played on a goddamn harmonica, right? You know?
God. That is some king shit. That is the move.
Wizard king shit.
Literally king shit. Their name is King. Oh my God.
There's two different kinds of Gizzard albums in my mind. There's albums that reveal themselves to you over time. Then there's albums that freaking punch you in the face and they're like, this is awesome. Gemini. It's really good.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's Sounding on Infinity. By the way, where's the album is? Oh, the album must be somewhere else.
I just found.
God damn. I love. Lyrics. Check out. This is the what's underneath the album. It's just Stu making a funny face.
Oh, that's great. Oh my God.
It's just
I like the forehead thing. Kind of reminds me of Star Trek.
Yeah, very much. Imagine if Gene Roddenberry had started a psychedelic rock band.
That would have been great. Why didn't he do that? That would have been awesome.
Why didn't he?
He should have done that.
You know,
maybe he didn't want to.
You could argue that he indirectly did because I bet a lot of people watch Star Trek
You're
and we're like,
so right.
Dude,
you're so right.
Minute. Oh my God.
You really did change the world. Okay, but one of the funny lyrics. Are you ready for this?
Give me funny lyric, man.
I was on LSD when I saved that family, and I was on LSD on all the talk shows after. That's just, what?
It's like, what? Wait, so did you actually save the family? Did you hallucinate the whole thing? What's bravo, front bottoms?
Oh, also they have this song called "Lonely Girl," and it's about this girl who's lonely, and it fucking slaps. It's like
girl.
no, it's like lonely girl, you are my world, and I could be anything you need.
Oh, I love that.
And
I
if
love
for some reason you don't feel like talking,
that's one of my favorite like sounds that a song can
and enjoy your company.
That like
your
folky,
company.
like strummy, clappy. Oh, I love that so much.
I mean, it doesn't actually have the claps. I did that, but it does really sound like that. The drums really do that. And
is nice.
It's very good. But one of the lines from that episode. I'm so sorry. One of the lines from that song is talking about how she's trying to fit in, and he can see that she's not, and she's like, and that she's trying really hard to just be happy, and she just can't be happy, and she's lonely. She's a lonely girl, and he's like, he says they're talking about like you want to hang out with your friends or something, and he says like at like the bar that everybody hangs out at, and he's like, and on the one day they close early, that's the one you want to stay. And it's like, oh, that shit hit me. I'm sad. And there's another song that's like, it doesn't get worse, it doesn't get better, you just get old, it lasts forever. Can't get happy, can't get sad. It's hard to do when I hate everyone but you. Everyone but you. It's great.
That's awesome. Where's another?
Everything's so sad.
This is one of. They actually have a couple love songs. I guess they're not really like love songs in my mind.
It's beautiful. I love a good love song that doesn't seem like a love song.
This one is. I go back and forth between this one and Melting. Melting is also about global warming, by the way, off of Flying Microtonal Banana. This is called Sleep Drifter.
Ooh.
One thing I love about this band is they understand rock, but they also understand roll, right?
Yeah, they do.
So they get that you need to have groove in your songs, man.
You do. What album is this one on?
Flying Microtonal Banana.
Oh, okay, cool.
Oh, by the way, there's actually a story behind why it's called Flying Microtonal Banana.
Dude,
so there's an old guitar. I believe it's a Yamaha type guitar. It looks sort of like a Gibson Explorer. It's called a Flying Banana, right? You can look it up. It was a thing in the 70s. Well, they found this microtonal guitar with adjustable frets, and it looked sort of like a flying banana, so they call it the Flying Microtonal Banana. And it was Stu's main guitar for this album. I think it's still his main guitar.
Like that, just flying banana, and I come up with an attack helicopter.
Yeah, I mean, basically.
Guitar.
Guitar.
Okay. Okay, so this is what it looks like. That's pretty fun.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. You should look up the Flying Microtonal Banana because it's a really pretty looking guitar. It also like the way the frets look are kind of like it kind of gives me anxiety, but I'm also like I need to play that. I know, yeah. Isn't it cool?
Whoa.
Yeah, I know. It's really cool.
It looks like, oh my god, fuck, this is Fantasia. This is the fucking Fantasia. Room.
Oh my god, no, just stop. Don't do that to me.
Mickey Mouse said, dude, you know what? What if the guitar played itself?
Our player, guitar.
Piano.
I can't. You know what I'm gonna do now? I'm gonna just spend the next next couple of days like putting King Gizzard songs over top of Fantasia segments. You know what I actually did? Oh, speaking of, let me skip to Pop now. So this might sound weird to say. Oh my god! But believe it or not, Vicarious by Tool goes perfectly over Night on Bald Mountain from Fantasia.
Don't even. I
Believe
love
it or
that
not,
shit. I
it's
love
so
that. I
good.
do believe it. I do believe it. I
Okay, so
love that.
that specific, by the way, that specific
Ugh.
recording of Night on Bald Mountain is the best recording of Night on Bald Mountain. Changed my freaking mind. It's
I will
amazing.
not. It's really good.
It's really good.
It's really
So,
good. And also, I mean, Vicarious really fits with it because the theme is
yeah,
Satan just vibing.
vicariously.
Vicarious, just Satan's just out here.
Vicariously, I live while he doesn't sing it like that, of course. Vicariously, I live for the
one of the other lyrics from one of their songs that's like it's kind of like part of a story, is like he says it's like
if you hear any weird noises, it's because Jess is downstairs moving stuff in the garage.
That's fun. That's fun.
Yeah.
So it's like they're like sleeping next to each other or something, and I hear her whisper, "All I want is to want nothing. The room is dark, and I'm pretty sure she thinks I'm asleep." She says, "It just don't make no sense. Why can't it work out in my head? Why I can't be happy when there's definitely reason that I should be." She says that I, for one, will not be held responsible for someone else. I gotta go. And then it goes into the chorus. I'm gonna have to learn that this love will never be convenient.
Oh wow, that's good.
Right? No, it's like he's analyzing the fact that this girl, like, speaking without him knowing, is saying, why am I with this guy? I don't want to be with him. And he's listening to her. And, like, the chorus being, I'm going to have to learn that this love will never be convenient. And it goes on to say, it's not like a movie when we kiss. There'll never be no music when we kiss. I'm gonna have to learn that this love will never be convenient, and it's really good.
No, I can believe it. So
let's go. The quarters line. I just found the quarters line.
Yeah, the quarters line. Oh shit. Okay, quarters line.
I hope the next couple days to come are as relaxing as any other day. I hope your quarters go to laundry. I hope your problems go away. Either buried underground or drifting off into space.
So actually, let's go back to quarters for a second. So the reason why quarters is called quarters is because it's divided into 4 quarters. Each song is 10 minutes and 10 seconds in length.
Oh,
they're all kind of different. So the last song is like a Doors kind of song. The second to last song is called God Is in the Rhythm, which is the coolest friggin' name ever.
Fuck.
Actually, it's the second coolest name because on where the hell is it? Where is it? On oh my god. Come at me. It's like my here it is. So on God Is Good by Ohm, the second song is called Meditation is the Practice of Death, and that's the coolest song name.
That's fucking cool.
It is. It fucks. No.
It fucks. It does. Oh my god.
No, yeah.
But
it's good shit.
One of the reasons why I really love that quarters line because he says, I hope the next couple of days to come are as relaxing as any other day. I hope your quarters go to laundry, and I hope your problems go away. Like,
that's good shit though.
That's like, beautiful. You know, like I hope your quarters, one of the smallest amounts of money that a person can have. I hope that they go.
Like, that's like adult
to a
shit,
basic human need.
But that's some
and
adult
not something
shit, you know
below
I mean?
that.
It's like, dude, I hope that like you are fine. You know what I mean?
I hope
Sometimes
that you are.
That's a lot to ask for.
I hope that you are the base amount of fine. I hope that you are able to just get your clothes cleaned.
Yeah. I need to do laundry. Thanks for reminding me.
No, but so do I. But like, I just appreciate how honest it is. You know what I mean? Like,
it's really good. I love
another song might not say something so simple as "I hope your quarters go to laundry." You know, not like a parking ticket or like a medical bill. You know, like a lot of other songs don't really talk about that stuff.
Like, I hope your basic shit is okay. You know what I mean? I can appreciate that. I can also appreciate what my favorite song on Polygon Dwanaland. This is Tetrachromacy. Do you see what I mean about it being a Tool album?
Yes. honestly, it sounds more like King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard.
Yeah, there really is no other band that sounds
Yeah.
just like them. And this is the thing that I think separates
So good.
pre
Mm-hmm.
pre Nonagon from post Nonagon. When every album
Pre-Nonagon.
pre Nonagon.
So many words.
So Nonagon is like a really hard hitting album. They're really like they stick to the concept really well. The concept is 9 infinite tracks, and like it sticks to that. This is like a concept album about like colors and shapes and shit, right? And like that's what it is the whole time, and they go as hard as possible in this thing.
Do you know what tetrachromacy is?
Yeah, it's when you can see extra colors. You have more.
The ultraviolet spectrum.
Yeah. Well, that's why it said "color under blue," right?
Yep.
And actually, the last song on the album is called "The Fourth Color." So there you go.
Tasty.
And I love it. It's crazy because this song is only 3 minutes and 30 seconds, but like it switches up drastically in a couple seconds.
Yeah.
Like it's really, really good. I haven't looked at the cover this closely before. It's a really cool cover. Man, what a freaking band! And then of course, what? I've got a couple more songs to play for you. I'll play Cy Boogie next. Cy Boogie is so much fun. Actually, no. I want you to look up and watch the music video for Cy Boogie.
Okay, I will play it out loud on my end.
Yeah, play it out loud on your end because I wanna see. It's a wonderful music video.
Cy Boogie backwards. I'm good. Thanks. I want the regular version.
Is that old laptop still trying to boot up? It's switching time. To a Chromebook that boots
Hey,
fast.
you know what I love? Love advertisements. I love advertisements so much. By the way, how great is it that I'm getting advertisements for Chromebook after I already bought my wife a Chromebook for Christmas last year?
See, they do that because they know that you're interested in the product. And it's like, dude, you should have done it before.
Duh. Could have had a V8.
Okay. Could have had a V8. Oh. Okay. All right, here we go.
Let's check it out.
This is...
I know, right?
I was gonna say it kind of comes off as the Bohemian Rhapsody video, and yet I was so wrong. 7 seconds later, I was proven wrong.
That's King Gizzard. 7 seconds later, I was proven wrong. How wonderful is it, though? Like, oh my god.
It's a really good song. The video. Dude, this video fucks.
It's so good, isn't it? But it's like it starts off with the friggin' you got like a Sega Nintendo's GameCube boot up thing at the beginning. And then
it sounds like the Talking Heads.
Yeah, it does.
That's what I was thinking of. It sounds like
it sounds like friggin' Hyde.
Yeah, it sounds like
Swamp.
Moon Shoes, Swamp and Moon Shoes or something.
Yeah. Hi.
Oh yeah.
Hi. Yes. Oh my god, totally. Yeah, dude. Oh my god.
Oh.
Yeah. Isn't it a good freaking song?
That was great.
Okay, and so keep in mind that not
tasty.
6 months later, they release this one. Now, don't get me wrong, Robot Stop is amazing.
Robot Stop is
but this song gives it a run for its friggin' money. Now listen to the friggin' bass, dude. Like the bass just doesn't put on the song. Oh my god.
What's the name?
It's Mars for the Rich. The lyrics are like, it's literally, I'm just a poor boy living frugally. I see Mars on TV. I see people happy. You're not coming here because the ticket's too dear. So here it is. So yeah, that's Infest the Rat's Nest. And
That's
another
great.
cool thing is, so like, what I like about it is it's everyone describes it as an 80s thrash album, but as a huge fan of the band Sleep, I also picked up there's a lot of inflections of their guitarist Matt Pike's main band High on Fire. And there's a little bit of Sleep in the next song, Superbug, which came out last year, so it was a bit prophetic. It also contains one of my favorite lines in all of music, which is "Superbug is like a truck, penicillin is a duck," and I'm like, you're like, oh, poor penicillin. Oh no, penicillin gonna die. Oh god. Well, the joke's on them because it was a virus, not a bug, the whole time. So, woo, there you go. But yeah, I love it. It's so good. Anyway, so that's been the Front Bottoms and King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard, two wonderful, trippy, awesome, cool ass
Talking for
bands.
so long.
We have been, but
I'm
whatever.
not even like done with the lyrics, but you get the point. You know,
I
they're
know,
just
I
great.
get the point. They're just
They're great. They're
lyrics.
honest. They're full of
They're
depression,
ironic,
and yet
and they're
realistic.
sad, but they're good.
They're just worn down. You are worn
totally.
down, and so are they, and it's okay.
If I had to pick a single album for anyone to start with, I'd say Nonagon for me, because that's the one that I started with, and it really hit like hard. If you're into the Beatles, I say check out Float On, Fill Your Lungs, because I really, really loved it. Like, a lot of people consider that their favorite. Not my favorite, because my musical tastes are a bit harder, but dude, that's a fantastic album. What if anyone wanted to start off with the Front Bottoms?
I would recommend Talon of a Hawk, because that's the one that I started with.
Also the coolest title.
It's really cool. I really like the album art. Every single song, when you look them up on YouTube, actually has a different art for each song. Okay. The artist at the time, I don't remember her name, but she actually followed me on Instagram at one point. I was like, oh my god, I'm so honored. Oh my god.
Oh my god, I'm such a big fan.
Really cool. She did the art for Going Gray, which is like the two nude bodies, which is like really, really cool.
Okay,
she also did Rose, the Rose EP. I love her. She's so cool. And EP. She just did a lot of stuff. Such a good artist. She has this really cool art style. She's a tattoo artist too, so that's really cool.
Here's the cover of Infest the Rat's Nest. It's the friggin' coolest shit ever. Just check it out. It's a friggin' it's like a rat jaw, but it's also like a gateway to hell. It's just like black and red. And
it's all painted gold.
Oh, dude, I know. It's so cool. Friggin' cool.
But, okay, so Talon of a Hawk, I would recommend, because some of the songs are depression-y and some of the songs are humorous, and it was from like a while ago, so there's like happy stuff in it. I forgot one of the songs that I really wanted to tell you because it's really funny, and it was one of the songs that actually made me really love them, is because it was the first song I ever listened to by them.
Wreck it now.
It's called Au revoir, and in parentheses, adios. So Au revoir, adios. And the lyrics are, it is like a 45-second song, and it's like, you know what I think's really sad? I know how really sad you are. You're probably going to leave real soon, but before I can let you go, something.
You have to remember what the song is about first.
Before I can let you go, you know, I say au revoir, au revoir. You probably don't even know what that means. Au revoir, au revoir. You probably don't even know what that means. She says that it's French. I know what it means. You don't have to be so mean. If you want to leave, why don't you go? Right before she walks away, I'm pretty sure I hear her say, adios, adios. I bet you think I don't know what that means. Adios, adios. I bet you think I don't know what that means. Rock and roll, rock and roll. You probably don't understand what I mean. It just keeps going.
I love it so much. All right, thank you for tuning in, both of you people that watch our show.
Us at this point.
Us. Next episode is going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be me and my friends Adonis and Sherlock. I think that's his name. I need to ask him to be doubly sure. It's just going to be us explaining JoJo's Bizarre Adventure to Emma. Emma,
I'm going to be absorbing.
You're going to be absorbing so much. We're going to be linking you clips. You're going to learn all the memes. You are going to know why we love this.
I'm going to be watching everything and contributing nothing. So if you're tired of hearing me talk, you're welcome. You get a day off.
Totally. I will. All right, everyone. Have a good day. Be
Time
good
to
to
take a nap.
yourselves. And remember, float along, fill your lungs, take a deep breath.